It's my flatmate's plant, and he tells me that his name is Frodo. I don't know why he gave him this name, but he's a little bit dusty, so I think I'm going to give him a little bath later and water him. I've put him here above the radiator. I think he's a kind of tropical plant, so he probably will like the extra warmth, and it will help him grow to be big and strong. And I think he makes the set look a bit more interesting. I've also put this map here because before there was just the bare wall. I moved the cacti over there. But I'm not here to talk to you about my room. I'm here to talk to you about the biggest reason that people fail when learning languages. Good news and some bad news. It's actually good news overall. How often does this happen to you? You meet a person, it might be a friend or family member or even yourself. If you're watching this video, probably it's yourself. You say, I'm going to learn French, or I'm going to learn Spanish, or whatever. The first thing you think of is going to a language course, obviously. You go to all the classes, you do all the homework, you listen to podcasts, you write vocab lists, you do everything you're supposed to do. You might even have a tandem partner if you get a bit more advanced. You meet them once a week and speak to them. And a few months pass. 3 months, 6 months, and you still aren't at the level that you wanted to be at. And then imagine you meet someone else. You meet someone who really speaks Spanish, and they learnt it. And they might live here or here or here. They speak Spanish fluently, really, really impressive. And you think, what is it that this person has that I don't have? You can't see what's going on in their head. You can't see what they did their whole life. You think, I've been going to classes, I've been learning, what's wrong with me? Why can't I speak Spanish? The thing is, probably there are some differences in how good people are at languages, but it is a skill you can learn. It doesn't come down to talent as people believe. The thing is, with this person, you haven't seen the many, many hours that they've been learning for. You don't know, you could have learnt for 20 hours, 100 hours, 200 hours. They could have learnt for 1,000 hours or 2,000 hours, 5,000 hours. You just don't know. But you attribute it to just talent because it's an easy way to explain the difference. There's nothing wrong with you, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You're just underestimating the time that it takes. It takes ages to get good at a language, and most people just don't spend enough time at it. If you sit down for an hour learning, another hour, after a week, do you think you can speak Spanish after a week or after a month of just doing 1 hour a day? Of course you can't. People often think that I have some kind of talent when I speak German, but the truth is, I'm the only person that I've met who actually just spent thousands and thousands of hours learning it. I don't know how many it is in total. I estimated it at one point. I think it's around 7,000 hours if you include all the time I was reading and listening, speaking to people, learning grammar, watching YouTube videos, writing down words I didn't know, speaking to myself in the shower or when I was riding my bike. Really thousands, 7,000, potentially even 10,000 hours. And then, someone else who isn't as good, they've been learning for 200 hours and they think, what is it about this guy? I'm just insane. That's what's wrong. 7,000 hours learning. That's why they're not good. It's not because I have some kind of talent or something. There's a book called The Slight Edge by someone called Jeff Olson, and I can recommend this book. He says one thing which separates people that are successful at something, whether it's a skill or a sport or whatever, one thing that separates them from people that are not so successful is this slight edge. The slight edge is the small actions which you can choose to take or not to take throughout the day, the small daily habits. And whether you take it or don't take it, it doesn't make much of a difference. Whether you spend 1 hour watching a YouTube video in a different language, writing some words down, or doing some exercises, whether you eat a chocolate bar or don't eat a chocolate bar, go to the gym for an hour or don't go to the gym for an hour, it doesn't make a difference if you do it once. If If you do it twice, if you do it for a whole week, eat chocolate for a whole week, it doesn't matter. But if you keep doing this over a long time, it adds up to a very, very powerful force. This force can work for you or it can work against you. And you need to harness it so that it works for you. And over a long, long time, it adds up to a tremendous force and it makes a huge, huge difference. When you're learning a language, you need to have it in your head every single day. You need to have contact with it constantly, not just once a week or twice a week. You need it every single day, and ideally not just every day, but multiple times per day. It's better to do 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, rather than 1 hour a day. It's better to do little blocks of 5 minutes throughout the whole day for an entire year than it is to go to an intensive course for a couple of weeks. Your brain needs time to get used to it, and it's a huge volume that you have to learn. Think of all of the words that you know in English, how long it will take you to learn that. Each individual piece is actually very easy to learn. Plant, done. This is a cushion, done. What's the difference between a cushion and a pillow, for example? Different meanings of the word plant. You can plant something. This is a plant. There's also a plant as in a factory. This is a radiator. This is a map. This color is blue. This color is green. This color is yellow. Whatever. There's just millions of little pieces. Each of them on their own are very, very easy. Even complicated grammar concepts, once you've understood the concept, I mean, a child can speak Finnish or something. You just read it and you learn it. Someone could explain it to you. Even complicated things like case or complex conjugation, subjunctive, whatever, you can learn it. If you're intelligent, just read it and learn it. But it takes a long time to... It's like building a pile of sand, okay? Say you have a big pile of sand here and you need to move it here. But the rule is you can only take 1 grain of sand at a time. Is it difficult to do that? You just pick up a grain, put it here, pick it up here, put it here, pick it up here, put it here. Doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere. You could easily think, oh, today I won't move any sand today. I'm just going to have a break. Okay, fine. It won't make any difference. Take a week off. It doesn't matter. But if you don't move the sand for a year or 2 years, the sand is still going to be here. But then you meet that Spanish speaker who moved their pile of sand by moving 1 grain at a time every single day for 2 or 3 years. And you think, hang on, why is their pile of sand over there? Well, this is why. It's because they were just doot, 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 every day. Doot, 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 doot. That's all you do. So the secret to learning a language is very sad, but it's also very motivating and inspiring if you can really accept this. Don't look for the special secret method or the hack. It doesn't exist. The secret is just move the grains of sand. You just sit down with your book, with your video, whatever, write the words out you don't know, do the grammar exercises, and you do it again and again and again and again and again. I mean, there are ways to make it more efficient or less efficient, but that is the secret. You just sit down and you learn it. You just sit down and you learn it. You learn every single word. That's it. At some point in the future, you're going to know that language. Just enjoy the process. And then it becomes more about having fun. You need to make it into a fun thing with a future reward that you're looking forward to, rather than seeing it as a chore. Because if you see it as a chore, if you see it as work, you're just not going to get anywhere. No one's paying you to do it. You're not going to want to do it. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. So plant your tree. Doot, doot, doot.